CICEP was born out of the Commission on Tech Transfer shortly after the crash of 2007-2008, when there was extraordinary pressure on our institutions to answer the question of how are you contributing to the regrowth, rebirth of our local, regional, or even national economy. And at the time, really about the only answer that we had was, well, we have this number of patents and this number of this amount of royalties coming in, and that really was not sufficient.
It was something driven by our really fundamental understanding of the central role going forward more than ever in the past of research and technology and economic development and all of the fantastic outcomes that the universities are laying the foundation for, both in terms of the production of people, the production of ideas, the production of solutions, specific technological trajectories, economic transformation trajectories, all these things.
As I was working with our 5-campus system, we began to notice that all of the campuses would participate in the CICEP meetings and go over there and talk to their colleagues from other universities. They would bring back ideas that other universities had initiated that we hadn't tried yet. On the other hand, other universities were picking up some of our ideas, and this kind of created a very fertile environment as universities began to cope with these changes in our economy and in our world and our technology.
I consider so many people I met through CICEP as friends, but they are too numerous to name. However, colleagues like Marvin Parnes, Dana Bostrom, and Ann Kaplan stand out for their generosity and welcoming spirit. Both coordinators of the Commission, Bob Samwers and Jim Waddell, have done a great job of recruiting us to the Commission and facilitating excellent discussions.
We've had a great benefit of committed, terrific leadership, great staff, the support of APLU from the beginning, and some very good members and contributors throughout the time of my work with CICEP.
I was really fortunate to work with J.B. Milliken as the leader of CICEP. Jim Waddell has been a wonderful colleague and a great supporter for our activities.
What a joy it was for me to work with the leaders of CICEP. During my time, I had the joy of getting to know Doug Banks at the University of Massachusetts and Dorothea Ayer and others that worked so hard to build this program. And of course, we owe a lot to Peter McPherson, whose vision it was to launch CICEP, and finally, the venerable Jim Waddell. And Jim has been our fearless leader and makes being chair of CICEP such a joy and helps us all to envision how we can help universities across the country with economic development.
Of course, CICEP's accomplishments are the result of many dedicated people. And you all know who you are, and I hope you all stand up and take a bow. I also want to note that without strong leadership, I don't think we would have accomplished all that we have. And for that, we look to Jim Waddell. Many of us have joked about not making eye contact with Jim because we all knew what that would mean to us. However, if it weren't for Jim's dedication, his vision, his commitment, and his energy, I'm not sure that we would be where we are today. So Jim, a big congratulations to you.
Overall, I found the greatest benefit from involvement in CICEP stems directly from being able to collaborate and work together with colleagues from around the country to share and learn from best practices.
CICEP has really turned out to be a great thing. It really needs to become a permanent part of everything that universities are working on together.
I immediately had a feeling that CICEP was a very important organization because it was really going to help the presidents understand how they could be more effective in helping their states in their economic development.
We focused on a number of things. One was a new communication process with presidents. Another was developing a set of tools to use to reliably measure what universities were doing to contribute. And we developed the first strategic plan going forward for CICEP, which was an important step for a more mature organization. And finally, we focused on new partnerships with other organizations with similar interests, like the Business Higher Education Forum, the Council on Competitiveness, and others.
We really focused on developing some shared metrics. We, if you recall, developed our assessment tools. We experimented with how you really ask your institution to demonstrate what it's contributing, how it's contributing to the economic engagement efforts. And concurrently, we really looked at how do you ask communities what they are recognizing of the university's efforts.
Peter McPherson had really wanted the organization to think about how to acknowledge universities' role in economic development and economic prosperity. And as we went about the business of trying to envision what that would be, we didn't want it to be just an award where someone stands up in front of everyone and we're proud of what they've done. We wanted it to be something that helped all the universities improve in their work in this space of competitiveness and economic prosperity.
Cumulatively, these projects have had huge impact as they laid the groundwork for the establishment of the Innovation and Economic Prosperity Program. And we all know that that's a program that has become an integral part of how we as universities are defining and measuring our role.
The thought leadership provided by CICEP has significantly enhanced the ways in which universities accomplish this through the practice of four core simple ideas: know, measure, tell, and engage.
I think that the last 10 years have moved us significantly in the right direction, and I look forward to the next 10 years.
It's been 10 good years for CICEP. A lot has been accomplished. I'm very much looking forward to the next 10 years of CICEP and all the things that you will accomplish in the future. Good luck to everyone, and happy birthday.
Congratulations on this anniversary. I look forward to the years ahead and the continuing great work that APLU and CICEP does for the economic engagement agenda of our institutions.
I'm truly proud to have been part of CICEP in its development and organization. And I hope we all can take great pleasure in what we have contributed. Thank you.
Congratulations to CICEP for 10 years of great work.
Truly, CICEP has earned its bragging rights, and I congratulate everyone for the role that they have played along the way in our journey. Thank you.
I'm proud on behalf of Indiana University to have played a contributing role in such a meaningful organization.
I can't be more proud than to have been involved with CICEP at its beginning, and I wish you all the best for the next decade and far beyond, and enjoy the party.